This is problem 5 from practice quiz 7, and the problem states a researcher obtains a z-score of positive 1.8 for a sample's mean. Here I'm going to write down information because this z-score is from the sample. Z-score equals positive 1.8. If the researcher is using an alpha of 0.05, so I know that alpha is 0.05, which of the following would give his result significance? So what is this asking is, if I'm using an alpha 0.05 and my z-score is 1.8, would a one-tailed test or would a two-tailed test give them significance? And so the first thing I want to do is create two graphs. A one-tail graph and then a two-tail graph. And what I need to figure out is the critical regions. And let me start with the one-tail. I know my alpha is 0.05. To find the critical region, and here we're talking about z-scores. So to find critical regions for z-scores in the one-tail, I'm going to go to column C. And then cross-reference to column A. With a one-tail, no need to divide that alpha. I just look up that particular alpha. And when I look up under column C, 0.05, under A, I get a z-score of 1.64. So here I can use a positive 1.64 since the z-score was a positive 1.8. So I'm going to graph these critical regions here. This critical region. So that's my one-tail critical region. It starts at positive 1.64. For my two-tail now, I'm going to do the same thing. Go to column C and cross-reference with A. However, here I need to divide my alpha by 2 because I'm sharing that 0.05 with two tails. So I now have 0.025 that I'm looking up, and when I look that up under column A, it should be 1.96, both positive and negative because it is two tails. So now I am over here at a negative 1.96, and I'm over here at positive 1.96. And I'm going to shade those critical regions. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to locate this z-score of positive 1.8 on both of these graphs. Let me start with the one-tail. In the one-tail, I will estimate that it is here. My sample z-score of positive 1.8 would land inside the critical region. So for the one-tail, it works. It would give me significance since it's inside the critical region. Now I'm going to go over to the two-tail and find the same z-score, positive 1.8, and it is here, right outside. So in this case, my sample z-score of positive 1.8 is outside. So I would not get significance in the two-tail. So this is my answer. My answer is that in the one-tail, I would get significance. I would circle that one-tail test, and I would not in the two-tail. As a further follow-up to this, I could say that in the one-tail, I potentially have a type 1 error because it is inside, but potentially this could have happened because my sample was going to land there either way, whether it was about the treatment or not. In the to-tell, I could have a type 2 error. And the reason it could potentially be a type 2 error is because it is so close to the abnormal area.